Hello everyone, how are you? I am Mr. Walid Samir. Today we will make a revision about factors and factorization. Okay? Now we will talk about the factors. How to find the factors of numbers. For example, if we have number 8 and we want to find the factors of 8, it means we will find all the numbers which their product gives 8. So what times what gives 8? This is the meaning of factor. What times what gives 8? Of course, 1 times 8 and yes, 2 times 4. We don't have to write the factors in an order. So some of you prefer to put them in order. So you will write 1, 2, 4, and 8. But it's not necessary to write the factors in order. So we can say 1, 8, 2, and 4. It's better to write it in order, but we don't have to write it. Okay? So what about 10? What times what gives 10? 1 times 10, so it will be 1 and 10. What times what else gives 10? 2 times 5. Yes, 12. Try to solve with me. What times what gives 12? Yes, 1 times 12. We have 2, yes, times 6, and 3 times 4. 18. 1 and 18. Yes. 2 and 9. Yes. 3 and 6. 25. What are the factors of 25? 1 and 25. Yes, and 5 times 5. Of course, this is wrong. Why? Because here we wrote 5 before. So we don't have to write 5 and 5. So it's only 5. So we will write only 1, 5. The factors of 25 are 1, 25, and 5. And this is, of course, correct. 13. What times what gives 13? Yes. 1 times 13. What else gives 13? 2. There is nothing times 2 gives 13. So the timetable is very important. So try to remember the timetable. Nothing gives 13. So only 1 and 13. 24. 1 times 24, 2 times 12, 3 times 8, and 4 and 6. 1, I think, is only 1. 1 has 1 factor, just 1. 9, 1 times 9, 1 and 9, and 3, just 3, only 1, 3. As we said before, we don't repeat the factors. It's not right, it's wrong. It's a mistake to repeat the factors, just only 3. And 7, it will be 1 and 7. And here we have to remember the prime number which has only 2 different factors, itself and 1. What is the prime number? I will read it again. It has only 2 different factors, itself and 1. So 13 is prime because it has 2 factors. What else can be a prime number? 1? No, 1 is not a prime number. It has only 1 factor, and the prime number has 2 factors. Yes, 7 is a prime number. Yes, so we have 13 and 7. 13 and 7. So look at the factors. We have in the first number, which was 8, 1. And in 12, 1. 25, 1. 24, 1. So 1 is the common factor for all numbers. It means 1 is a repeated factor for all numbers. It means, in another way, if we write the factors of any number, we will find 1 in all factors and in all numbers. تمام? So 1 is the common factor for all numbers. It means 1 is the repeated value or factor, sorry, for all numbers. This is the prime number again. Try to remember the prime numbers. The prime numbers are 2, 3, yes, 5, 7, 9. No, 9 is not a prime number. 11, 13, 17, 15 is not a prime number. This is an odd number, not prime. Yes, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, and so on. 2 is the only even prime number. We know that 2 is the only even prime number. So it means all the even numbers are not prime except 2. And of course 2 is the smallest prime number, because 0 is the smallest number, it's not prime, and 1 is not a prime number. So 2 is the smallest prime number. And we said that 1 is the common factor for all numbers. Now we are talking about the factorization of each number. Factorize each of the following numbers to its prime factors. So factorization of a number, okay, to make the number smaller as we can, to write the number as a product of many small numbers, but these numbers must be prime, or many small factors, and these factors must be prime. So if we have, for example, 6, what times what gives 6? 2 times 3. Type 2 times 3. Is this the factorization? Yes, because 2 and 3 are prime. So factorization, it means to write the number in the form of a product of prime factors. So we will write 6 equals 2 times 3. This is the factorization. This diagram, it's not the answer. This is not the answer. It just helps us to find the factorization. Okay? So this is the factorization, 2 times 3. To write the number as a product of 2 or more prime factors or prime numbers. Now B, 9. 9 will be 3 times 3. 3 times 3. C, 10. 2 times 5 gives 10. 15. 3 times 5 equals 15. Yes. We have to check that each product of these numbers equals the original number, and each one of them is a prime. It means what? It means 3 times 3. Check your answers. 3 times 3 equals 9, and 3 and 3, they are prime. 2 times 5 gives 10, 2 and 5 are prime. You have to check the product and the prime factors or the prime numbers. E, 12. Yes, what times what gives 12? We can say 12 equals 6 times 2, for example, or we can say 3 times 4. Okay, 2 is a prime number, so 2 is finished. But 6, it's not a prime number, so we have to factorize 6. 6 equals, yes, 2 times 3. So 12 equals 2 times 2 times 3. F, 18, try to do it yourself. You don't have to use this diagram. If you know the factorization of 18, write it directly. Write 18 equals what times what times what. So 18, it will be 2 times 9 or 9 times 2. 2 is a prime number. 9, we will factorize 9. It will be 3 by 3. So 18 equals 2 times 3 times 3. G, 20. 10 times 2, and then we factorize 10, 2 times 5, yes, or 5 times 2, so 20 equals 2 times 2 times 5. H, 30, 10 times 3, we can say 5 times 6, 2 times 15, and 10, 2 times 5 as we did here, it will be 3 times 2 times 5. Now we will talk about the greatest common factor and the lowest common multiple. We want to get the greatest common factor, which is denoted by GCF and LCM 6 and 9. So you will factorize 6 to its prime factors, it will be 2 times 3. And then 9 equals 3 times 3, and we know we have to put the common factors under each others. And then for the GCF, we will choose only the common or the repeated factors. 3 and 3, we will take only one of them, it will be 3. And for the LCM, we will drop all the factors, the common and the uncommon factors. So the LCM, it will be 2 times 3 times 3. 2 times 3 times 3 equals 18. B, 10 and 15. 10 equals 2 times 5. And 15 equals 3 times 5. For the GCF 5 and 5, we will take only one of them. And for the LCM, we will multiply 2 times 5 times 3 equals 30. Thank you for listening and goodbye. In the next time, we will make a revision on dividing and long division. Thank you and bye-bye.